Well, we are back over at the Kansas job where the 11 has been at, and basically all I got left to do is finish spreading a little more rock back here and kind of touch this up. And the biggest part of it, I'm going to try to get the laser out and put some more rock. This is where that ConX box is going to go, so that is kind of my job at hand today, is to move the ConX box, and then I'll kind of do a walk around. I don't think I even had any time to film. I've pretty much got all the dirt slicked up as far as what I'm thinking that was needing to be done. So it's, some of it everyone's kind of been driving through, so I got a little bit of touching up, but it's probably not really picking it up on camera. But I got it built up on the driveway, and it does slope down like 9.5 to 10 inches down that middle, and then it has a little bit of fall. It's only like 7.5 to 8 inches of fall from this end of the field to there, so it is extremely flat. It's flat, but it's also, if you look up that field, it's quite a bit higher up there, but it's spread over 85 acres, so it's slowly drains off. But now everything should kind of catch in that swell and run down and around the house. At least that's what I'm hoping. That's what my laser is telling me it's going to do. It may not drain real quick, but so yeah, the last thing I got to do is just move this ConX box. My plan is to pick the front of it up with the case, and I got the Pete in my trailer. I'm gonna try to back up underneath there and then drive it around, just so I thought about just dragging it with the excavator, but then I figure I'm just gonna rough up all the dirt and the rock and everything. So we're gonna try that and see if it's gonna be a little easier and cleaner. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But for starters, I'm gonna sprinkle a little more rock on here and get all the corners and stuff tracked in, leveled up. And I kind of want to build it up a few more inches just to keep water and stuff from running out of there. So we'll finish spreading our base rock, check it with the laser, and then see if we can move the ConX box. Well, here goes nothing. We're gonna see how this will, well, for starters, if it should pick it up, but I'm gonna have to get my chains. The only thing I can think of is to pick it up at one end and try to back my truck and trailer as far underneath there as I can. This isn't sketchy at all. It's probably as far out as that's gonna go. That may work. Okay. I got my ramps down because I thought I may have to flip them up because I thought they wouldn't go all the way to the ground with those springs, but I just thought that may be a lot of weight to have on them, but I may have to flip them up. So let's back the truck underneath there and see how this goes. That's what I want. There's a skunk. I figured I figured a snake or something was gonna like bite me when I was trying to chain this thing up, but I figured there had to be some sort of probably gonna need to get it a little further than that. I don't think this thing has enough oomph to pull it, so I guess we'll see if we can back up just a skosh more and not get sprayed by the skunk. Got that chain. Nope, stick on the bottom. That's not going to work. It may ride like that, but I think if I could move it up just another foot, I'd be a little better off. That should work. Nice and easy. Yeah, I think it'll work. I mean, worst case, it may just kind of bounce up, but it's not like it's going to move it forward 6 more inches. It's going to make a huge difference. But yeah, now I'll put that down more. Let's see if we can get this thing pulled around the back now. Well, that actually went a lot smoother than I thought it was going to, so that is good. But yeah, got it set up. I just measured out these concrete posts with the measuring wheel. It's 26 feet at both ends, so it's all squared up with the shop building. I don't know if it's 100% square on my rock or whatever, but I just kind of eyeballed it. So now I just need to work on grading out all my marks and then kind of touching up the rock. I may have to shove a little rock underneath that corner. The trailer ramp kind of dug it out, but I wasn't brave enough to get underneath there to push any rock back. So I may shove something underneath there and then just kind of dress this up out here. And then I think we'll pretty much be done on this job site. Because I had me put this little spot in for, we got different attachments and implements for his tractor he wanted to set back here. So probably come through here and kind of square that up, and I may even try to slope it down. I just want to get this thing set up high enough where it was level and the water doesn't get up in there. So I think it's going to be good on that. But yeah, a little bit of dressing up of the rock and we are out of here.